Have you ever wondered if humans were giants in ancient times? First off, let's talk about the myths. From the towering figures in Greek mythology like the Titans to the biblical references of giants in the land of Canaan, stories of giant humans are everywhere. But are these just stories, or is there some historical basis for them? Well, archaeologists have discovered some pretty interesting things. For example, the remains of a mammoth-sized human skeleton were found in the 19th century in France. This skeleton, known as the Giant of Castelnau, was estimated to be about 11 feet tall. But hold on, many scientists believe these remains belong to a person with gigantism, a rare condition that causes excessive growth. So, what about other evidence? In different parts of the world, there have been discoveries of large bones and tools that suggest humans might have been a bit taller in ancient times. But how tall were they, really? Most of these findings indicate that ancient humans were taller than the average person today, but not quite the towering giants from myth. Then there's the case of the Denisovans. These ancient hominins lived around 40,000 years ago and are believed to have been quite large. Some studies suggest they could have been over 6 feet tall, which was significantly taller than other human species at the time. But that brings us a burning question. Do giants still exist today? And if yes, why don't we see them anymore? Let's start by looking at modern-day gigantism. Gigantism is a condition caused by an overproduction of growth hormone, often due to a tumor on the pituitary gland. While it can result in individuals growing to extraordinary heights, it is extremely rare and often comes with severe health complications. Famous giants like Robert Wadlow, who stood at 8 feet 11 inches, are examples of this medical condition. However, these individuals do not represent a separate race of giant humans, but rather rare medical anomalies. Next, let's consider the possibility of undiscovered human species. The discovery of the Denisovans and other ancient human species has shown us that our understanding of human evolution is far from complete. Could there be a species of giants that we have yet to discover? While it's an exciting idea, the lack of concrete evidence makes it highly speculative. Another angle to explore is the role of environmental factors. In ancient times, a richer atmosphere and different climate conditions might have contributed to larger animal and plant life. However, the idea that these conditions could have supported a race of giant humans is still a matter of debate among scientists. So, why don't we see giants today? One explanation could be natural selection. Over time, traits that are not advantageous for survival tend to diminish in a population. Being exceptionally tall can come with numerous health challenges and may not have been a favorable trait for ancient humans trying to survive in harsh conditions. Lastly, let's not forget the power of myth and storytelling. Giants have always been a part of human folklore, serving as symbols of power, mystery, and the unknown. These stories have been passed down through generations, often growing more elaborate with each retelling. Now let's turn our attention to a fascinating question. Why is human height average now? From genetics to nutrition and environmental factors, we will uncover the reasons behind the current average height of humans. First, let's talk about genetics. Our height is largely determined by our genes, which we inherit from our parents. Over generations, natural selection has played a role in shaping the average height of populations. Traits that are advantageous for survival and reproduction are more likely to be passed down. While being exceptionally tall might have been a disadvantage in ancient times due to health challenges and environmental factors, a balanced height has likely been more favorable for survival. Next, nutrition plays a crucial role in determining height. Access to adequate nutrition, especially during childhood and adolescence, is essential for proper growth and development. In the past, periods of famine and malnutrition would have stunted growth in many populations. Today, with better access to a variety of foods and improved health care, we see more consistent growth patterns, contributing to a more uniform average height. Environmental factors also come into play. In ancient times, different climate conditions and atmospheric compositions might have influenced the growth of both flora and fauna, including humans. However, as humans have adapted to diverse environments, the average height has stabilized within a certain range. Another factor to consider is the role of healthcare and medical advancements. With better understanding and treatment of growth disorders and other health conditions, more people can reach their full genetic potential in terms of height. This has contributed to a more stable and predictable average height across populations. Lastly, social and economic factors cannot be ignored. Socioeconomic status can impact access to nutrition, healthcare, and overall living conditions, which in turn affects growth and development. As societies have progressed and living standards have improved, the average height has also seen a rise. In conclusion, the question of whether humans were giants in ancient times remains a fascinating mystery. While evidence and myths suggest the possibility, scientific explanations provide alternative views. What do you think? Could there be more to our history than we know? Keep exploring, and perhaps one day the truth will be uncovered.